What's up guys, jumping on today to review this matcha making set that I have right here. You get everything that you see here in the set except for the matcha itself that I have right here. And they also give you a guide for how to make it if you've never done it before. Now, just to jump into everything that it does come with, this is the only other thing that of course is mine, that is the hot water that we need, but you get the sifter, you get the bowl, you get the whisk and the rest for the whisk. You also get this little mat right here so that you can make it over top of that and don't make a mess. And then you have a little rest right here for your matcha spoon, as well as your little tamper so that you can tamp down the matcha and get all of the chunks out. That way your matcha experience when you are sipping is nice and smooth. So first thing that we're gonna do is take the recommended amount of matcha, which is about a half of this spoon, like that, and we're gonna sift it into the bowl. And then you're gonna switch and use the little tamper that I showed you to get rid of any little chunks. So first I like to tap it, and then you'll see that those little chunks left behind are what we're going to gently press down. And again, this just helps you get a smooth matcha experience so that you don't have any chunks or anything when you're attempting to whisk it and make your matcha chunky, which nobody wants. Now we are ready to add water. Now I did moisten the edge of the whisk with a little bit of warm water. That is to prevent breakage. You don't want it to be completely stiff when you start whisking because obviously you don't want your tines to break. And then we're just gonna add enough water that it covers the matcha that's in the bowl. So that's about how much we need. In a zigzag motion, and you're gonna do a vigorous whisk, so it is gonna be pretty fast. And you'll start to see foam form at the top. That'll let you know that it is ready. All right, now you see that foam that formed on the top. Now you want to make sure that after you've rinsed it, you place it right back on here. Otherwise, this will lose its shape very quickly and it will no longer make you the perfect matcha. And you'll see there's a little pour spout right here so that you can easily pour it without spilling a drop. And there we go, the perfect cup of matcha. You can see the little foam that formed on the top. It is nice and dark and rich. And it tastes so good. So if you're in the market for a matcha making set, I love this one right here and I highly recommend.